Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to I am your host, Tyrone Bridges. Let's get it.
Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. My name is Tyrone Bridges, and I am the host of I Thought You Knew. Welcome. Everybody read the title. This is a necessary, a very, very, very necessary morning show that I would like to bring to everybody's attention. A lot of people have been following our show and getting reliable information from our show. So without further ado, let me get down to it. You remember back on our show and also during the candidates forum, the Ypsilanti City Mayor candidate forum that I mentioned in a question to the candidates about the 11-year-old autistic girl that was abducted in the city of Ypsilanti while she was riding her bike in May of this year, 2022. Well, due to the effective detectives' work, shout out to Detective Kopic, Ypsilanti Police Department. She has diligently, shorthandedly solved the case. Today is the PCC for the alleged suspect. The alleged suspect name is Brandon Hudson. Brandon Hudson. This father of a 3-year-old daughter came to our city, abducted this autistic 11-year-old child while she was riding her bike, abducted her, held her in captivity. She held her hostage, raped her. 11-year-old autistic girl. Raped her. You have no idea. You need to watch the trial today. Today, it will be his PCC at 9 o'clock in front of Judge Honorable Cedric J. Simpson. All right. Now let me get back to what he did. He kidnapped her while she was on her bike, held her overnight, and dropped her off in Ypsilanti Township in the middle of the streets like a piece of trash. This dog allegedly kidnapped, raped this autistic 11-year-old girl, and through the help of, believe it or not, the license plate reader through other cities, the detective was able to catch the guy in an hour and 4 minutes. An hour and 4 minutes. A predator abducted an 11-year-old autistic girl. And remember, we was going to air it on our show. Her teacher called us, her mom called us, her grandma called us and told us what happened. And we needed help. We were about to air it on our show, but I believe 20 minutes later or so, they found her. Look, for those who are viewers, if you don't share this, it's up to you. But we have predators lurking in our community. This predator is housed in the Washtenaw County Jail. In the arraignment before Magistrate Fink, the prosecutor said they did a DNA hit on the girl from the victim, and they actually found a match through the DNA database, and also through the help of the license plate reader, not through Ypsilanti Township, but through another city. They were able to capture this alleged suspect, his green car, They were able to capture this alleged suspect in 1 hour and 4 minutes. Now, this is a predator. Now, I was all over this license plate reader program. But you guys, when y'all find out the details of this gruesome predator that attacked our 11-year-old autistic child in our Ypsilanti Township, Ypsilanti community, if you're not outraged, you need to go see a doctor. I'm just letting y'all know. There's a lot of things that's going on in the city of Ypsilanti that y'all need to know about. City of Ypsilanti don't have a police chief. And believe it or not, this police chief that we had, Chief Drzezinski, or Tony, he actually put one detective on this case. One detective. He only assigned one detective. One detective on an 11-year-old autistic child being abducted in May. And you mean to tell me that this chief, excuse my French with his resigning ass, because he didn't want the heat to come on him, he only assigned one detective on this case. One detective. And y'all know, like I said, I always bring stuff to the show that I have receipts for. Just like I said with the chief, the morale in the city of Ypsilanti. Look at what's happening in the news. We're losing officers. We need to lose the crooked officers. We need real officers in the city of Ypsilanti. Some homegrown folk. But at the same time, people who can actually catch predators like this, doing great detective work. So look here, for those who want to talk about defunding the police, for those who want to talk about remove the police and put social workers in all places, why don't y'all do yourself a great service and pick up the phone, call the Ypsilanti City Police, YPD, and tell them that you would like to thank Detective Kopic. You would like to thank Detective Kopic for doing this fantastic work, because this one predator that abducted this 11-year-old autistic child, thank God this fool didn't kill her. But I want to let y'all know this is an 11-year-old autistic girl. It could be one of your children. Y'all need to pay more attention. This politics have gotten everybody blind. But see, on our show, we're going to bring the news, we're going to bring receipts, and we're going to let the public know whether you hate it or love it. I don't care about haters. I don't care about people who are running their gums, bumping their gums. Get out there and protect your babies in Ypsilanti and Ypsilanti Township, because this baby was abducted off of her bike, raped, 11-year-old, raped, gruesomely raped, and dropped off in Ypsilanti Township streets like she was a piece of trash. If y'all don't watch Judge Simpson's his 9 o'clock a.m. PCC and look for this alleged suspect, Brandon Hudson, this father of a 3-year-old daughter. This sick ass dude did this to this child. And I know good and well he shouldn't have access to his 3-year-old daughter. If he's doing this to this 11-year-old autistic child, and he has a 3-year-old daughter, what type of fuckery message does this send to his own family, let alone the city of Ypsilanti, Ypsilanti Township? Now, let me talk to this weak ass prosecutor, Ellie Sabbath. If your weak ass don't do nothing to this predator, we gonna do shows on your ass and the demise that you done had on these doggone cases, letting these fools out, letting these guys out on PR bonds, and they committing more crimes. At the same time, if you wouldn't have let these guys out on bond, or you wouldn't have failed them on bond in certain murders. There wouldn't be no murders right now. You giving people bonds, PR bonds. You handing them out like Tic Tacs. What you doing, you fucking up a lot of our black boys' lives. Like I told you before, I always have receipts. When you got law enforcement that's stating the fact that I'm stating right now, that this prosecutor, his policies have allowed our black boys to fall beneath the legal justice system, slapping them on the hand the first time instead of correcting them the first time, allowing them to catch bigger cases, letting people out on gun charges that then shot somebody. What type of fuckery we got to go through to change the page? Prosecutor Ellie Sabbath, you know I ain't your friend, but at the same time, why are you fucking over so many of these black boys, these young juvenile cases? Why are you allowing them to keep coming out, reoffending, because you want to make press headline? Why? Somebody need to call his ass to the table because we need some answers. You voters, you just changed the page of an election that needed new leaders. Thank you. But at the same time, look at what's happening in our community. Our prosecutor is allowing this fuckery to happen with this policy of no cash bail. He letting people out that shouldn't be out. He letting people out that shouldn't be out. But here we talking about a predator come in our community and snatch up our 11-year-old child, and that baby is our baby. Autistic or not, that baby is our baby. But due to what's going on in our policies at the prosecutor's office, this type of shit is going to happen again and again and again and again. Y'all go back and look at my other posts. Look at my other shows. I'm bringing this to your attention. Everybody like to watch the shows because I fear nobody. And I'm bringing you the news. I don't usually write down this much information, but this right here is of the urgency of all parents with kids in K through 12. Watch what's going on in the county. Be on that damn prosecutor's head. He's not a friend if he's doing all these reforms and shit and allowing these doggone black boys to suffer. That's not reform. These black boys are being allowed to come back on the streets and committing these crimes. Help these young brothers. When you're help them set up some structure that's going to put them back on the right foundation. But this right here, this story right here, if you're a parent that got kids on this earth, on this USA, on this Michigan foundation, this Washtenaw County, and you heard this story, share it. Because we covered this story. A lot of people didn't believe us. Because I tell you, every damn thing I cover, I have receipts. But when you got a predator around here snatching our babies off bikes, and you ain't pissed off? You not pissed off? All of our tough ass guys out here like to talk about people who, oh, you're police. Look, motherfucker, protect these kids. Protect these fucking kids. These kids don't need no predators snatching them up off their damn bikes, snatching them up off their porch, offering them money to be fucked with. Ask yourself, and I'm going to end this right here. If this was your baby, and if you were in law enforcement, would you send one officer on this case? One? Something is wrong with the temperature of Washtenaw County. City of Ypsilanti, ladies, gentlemen, we have a problem. We have a major problem. These stories y'all don't hear nothing about because MLive don't want to cover the predator stories. But look, hate me or love me, I gives no fuck. All I'm telling you, we have predators snatching our babies off these streets, and y'all don't know shit about it. So thank me for giving this story, and be vigilant. This is Tyrone Bridges with I Thought You Knew. Peace.